The All right, let's get some people in here and then I will start. All right, who is in here? If anyone's in here, can someone type something in the chat? Make sure everyone can hear me. Let's see. All right, there's apparently 3 live people watching. If you can, let's see. Eric Rosner joined. Hey, Eric, can you drop something in the chat to make sure that you can actually hear what I'm saying? Alrighty. Let's see here. Okay. If everyone can hear me, I think we will we'll just jump into it. So, the other day, I'm just going to stay on that page. The other day, I am sitting in bed and I'm watching a video from someone in the merch community, and they are talking over and over again about how merch is dead and keywords are so incredibly hard and everything is super saturated and the world is crumbling beneath us. And I wasn't really sure what to say. This was a few days ago. I still think the research aspect pretty damn easy. So I'm a little bit sick today, so excuse the voice. But let's jump into it, and I will show you how easy this is to find some keywords, to find some niches that aren't saturated in, not that very much time. So I put out a video, I don't know, maybe a couple days ago, doing pretty much the same thing I'm going to show you. It's looking for trends. So in that trend video, I found some hunting niches. Hunting season is apparently coming up. I did not know that, not a hunter. But if anyone's in Colorado and is a hunter, I would definitely take some meat off your hands. Anyways, I'm in the movers and shakers module. I'm just going to look for trends and see if anything jumps out at me, and we will kind of go from there to see what we can find and see if we can find some unsaturated niches to prove people that think that research is so hard wrong. So scrolling through here, all right, try Jesus, not me. All right, so let's open this shirt up. I'm pretty sure anyone watching this live stream, there's 37 of you, can easily make a shirt that looks like this. Okay, so first thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to test check it. So head over to test, type in, what is it? Try Jesus, not me. Got problems, try Jesus. So this is a different mark. We should be able to use this, but if you're not sure, you can click the TSDR button and come in here and read it. This specific mark, even though it doesn't say got Jesus, what did our thing say? Try Jesus, not me. This particular mark has been abandoned. So we can ignore that. So let's actually go over to merch research now that we have a phrase. If you just type in merchresearch.com, it'll come over to this page. We'll just type in try Jesus, not me, and search for t-shirts. Wow, would you look at that? The very first one that we looked for has 45 results, and not all of these say try Jesus, not me. However, most of these shirts are very boring. They're just simple text. So what's coming up? Halloween's coming up. So maybe if you want to do a Jesus saying, try Jesus, not me, you want to make sure that you get your keywords right. So I'm going to show you how to do that, and then we're going to hop into probably what I would do. So I'm going to come over to the product search. I'm not going to search the phrase we just looked for because we know that there's, where was it? We know there's only 45 results on Amazon, but if we were to put up a shirt in that niche, Jesus, I'm going to use a search. This is going to pull the the best-selling t-shirts for this keyword, and then we're going to grab keywords from it. However, I'm going to come back over here, and instead of Jesus, I'm going to type in pumpkin pie, because Halloween is coming up, so is Thanksgiving. So, look at that. So this phrase apparently doesn't even exist on Amazon. This one says trick or treat. So if you were to put up a shirt in the, pumpkin pie, Halloween, what's the other one? Thanksgiving. There's some niches right there that have zero competition for that specific phrase and are very, very active. Sexy voice. Well, thank you. I'm a little bit sick, so sorry about that. Hey, Jacob. Hello, Steve. Hello, Ruben. That font is ugly. Dude, most fonts on merch shirts are ugly. No voice. Yeah, I've lost my voice a little bit, getting sick. Sorry about that. However, I had to make this video to show people this is really not hard. This is try pumpkin pie, not me. If you're the type of person that likes to scale this type of stuff out, you can basically put any phrase in here you want. Turkey. You can't even spell. Let's see. Turkey. And there you go. There's another one. Try turkey. So essentially what we did, just recapping for people showing up here. When I was looking for trends in the movers and shakers module, which was what we came across was this Jesus shirt, which is not a trend at all. However, we took this saying, we made sure to test check it over here. This isn't the same phrase. We are allowed to use it on merch. We somewhere over here, we looked how many results are actually on Amazon, not how many are selling, how many are on Amazon. There's only 45, so very, 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 very small niche. However, the religion niche as a whole, huge. And then we said, we don't want to put up the same thing. Why don't we just change it to turkey or pumpkin pie? And as you can see, 0 results. Hello, Ryman. What's up, guys? Okay, let's go back here. So if we were going to do a Jesus t-shirt, so I'm just going to close some of these out. If we were going to do a shirt in the Jesus niche and we needed keywords, I would come here, I type in the main niche, not the niche down phrase that we found, but the main niche. I just typed in Jesus. And these are all the keywords right here in this box that got all of these people. So these are going to be the best-selling Jesus t-shirts on Merch by Amazon. These keywords right here are exactly what got people to find these products and then purchase them. So you don't want to just take, all of these and chuck them in your listing. That would be really dumb. What you want to do is take these keywords, look at them, maybe enter them up here, niche down a little bit, but figure out what keywords work with your listing and then put them in readable sentences to make excellent listings that don't actually scare customers away. So pretty simple. We found a niche already that has almost 0 competition in it. Religion as a whole, that niche is booming, so there's definitely a lot of money to be made. Now, I'm not saying it's super, super easy to get traction, but if you find sayings like this, using the technique we use, put them on Amazon and use keywords in the bigger niche, that's how you can get traction, that's how you can stand out, and that's how you can make money. How to get started on Amazon merch for a complete noob. James, if you go to merchinformer.com/blog, all of the blog is free. Just read it. There's a lot of words there. There's like 250,000 words that I wrote over the past couple years. So, all right, let's get back to what we were doing, which was looking for trends and see if anything else pops up. That was a good first example because actually everything worked out. They don't always work out like that. Blur music. So basically what I'm looking for is just anything that sticks out that could be a possible trend. I don't know if many trends are coming up. Halloween's coming up. That is a simple shirt. Halloween. Hello, Kristen. Mama Wolf. Italian game opening. What is this? Cool chess t-shirts. Alright, well, we are going to exit most of this stuff out and keep going. If any of you guys have any questions about me just bumbling around here, drop them in the comments. So I am watching those as well. Alright, don't... If you see something like this, you're like, wow, that's selling really well, and you know what this is from. This is Space Invaders. Very, very old game. Relatively old game. I don't want to insult any people in the chat, but don't do this. They're trying to get around, you know, the keyword Space Invader by putting alien in there. This is probably going to get taken down. If this is you, take it down and don't do it again. This is going to get someone on a strike on their merch account. You don't own the rights to Space Invaders. Is it necessary to use a laptop to design, or is mobile enough? I know plenty of people who use mobile for designs. I personally think that those people are going to get crushed as competition increases and as design quality gets better. You're not going to find an actual illustrator using a phone. You will never find that. You get paranoid every time I do a live and pull up one of your shirts. I hope that's not your shirt, Steve. What keyword should we use in pumpkin pie? Not me. So if I was doing the pumpkin pie example, one, I'd probably search for, in the product search or just on merch research, what kind of pumpkin pie shirts are out there that are selling. Not with that specific phrase, because there are none. Look in the niche of pumpkin pie. Look in the niche of Halloween. People eat pumpkin pie on Halloween, and people eat pumpkin pie at Thanksgiving. And see if you can find keywords in listings that are already getting traction that you can bring back into your own listing, because you have a unique phrase now on Amazon. And if you use similar keywords that got them the traction, then you can get up there as well. What time frame are you searching? I'm just searching the daily drops. Eric, I put up most of the drug shirts first, so I'm still working on the cursing shirts. Slowly but surely. I do not recommend Fiverr at all. Terrible place to find designers. Upwork, online jobs, and if you are really serious, maybe your local college, find some design students and license them. That would make their day. All right, let's keep going here. Let's see, what is this? Home. I don't know. I've seen a lot of homes with the flags, but I've never seen whatever that is. The side note: anyone who is watching this, the home guys, the people who own that trademark, they love to go after merch listings. So heads up, don't put any home shirts. Yeah, Jacob, drug shirts sell well. I should probably not say that with 88 people here, but that niche as a whole does very, very well. Let's see here. I'm still looking for a trend. Sometimes you're not going to find a trend. Sometimes you're just going to find, you know, examples like the Jesus one that we can spin off and go with. Let's see. Red Thor hammer. Probably not the smartest idea if that's anyone around here. What else we have? Another thing I've been noticing, just as a side note, I've been noticing a lot of mermaid shirts in general, not just birthday shirts, but mermaid shirts in general seem to be doing very, very well. Wow, lots of really bad examples today. I wouldn't do this either. Yeah, just don't do that with the news that's out lately. Tennessee has 3 stars on the flag. See? Okay, let's go back to that Tennessee flag. Where was it? Right here. Okay, so a lot of people, if they don't know the answer to something, they'll either skip it or they will go into a Facebook group and ask questions like that you can easily Google. So what is that? Is that Tennessee? Yeah, hold on. So I'm just gonna Google Tennessee flag, and then I'm going to physically look at it. So I had no idea that was the Tennessee flag. So that makes a lot more sense now. They could do, where is that right here? They could do, I probably wouldn't do any of the home ones just because I know that that guy protects his trademark very, very, very seriously. But that's definitely an option that you could spin off if you were more confident in your abilities to do your trademark checks and everything like that, had a bit more time. I would personally stay away from all the home stuff, but you know, state flags can be integrated into a lot of different types of designs. But the note there is, if you don't know something, just Google it. Then you will know it, and you won't have to ask anyone. All right, back to, let's see if we can find a trend. These are all different from the other day when I was looking at them. Oh, you just moved there. Well, see, I have never, actually I visited Tennessee once, a long time ago. December, we just got served, autism awareness. All right, so let's take this as an example. Autism Awareness Month. I have no idea when that is. That's in April, so that's not really coming up, so that's not really a trend. It's just sold recently. But that's the type of thing you're looking for. So the other day, when I was sitting down here, I came across a shirt about hunting, and I'm thinking to myself, okay, it's snowing outside. You know, when is hunting season? So I came over here and I just typed in hunting season. And maybe I'll type in hunting season Colorado, because that's where I live. And then you can open this up and come down here and get all the dates that you can see, you know, deer seasons. Basically, what I saw is that in another month is when main hunting season is really getting started. So I know that I need to put up hunting shirts, and then I went through, if you haven't seen that video, just go look at it, it's on YouTube. Then I went through and added different phrases that really aren't on Amazon in the hunting niche and put them up. So easy money there. Not very, very hard. That's why people don't Google. Yeah, exactly, Ruben. I don't know why people don't. If they don't know something, or they come across something that's selling really well, the first thing you should do if you don't know what they're talking about is just Google some keywords in their saying and find out, hey, are they infringing on this new movie that just came out that maybe you haven't seen? Or did they take this character from a book or song lyrics or something like that? It's so easy to avoid, but people just don't want to open a new tab and Google it. I'm just here for the booze. Retro Boston. See, none of these are really trends. I know Halloween's coming up, so it's skewing a lot of stuff. All right, so the only flag I kneel for is the flag for ice fishing. I don't know if there's a specific season, but let's look. Ice fishing season. I'm looking in the movers and shakers module inside Emerge Informer. Let's see, ice fishing season. I don't know if there is a season for ice fishing. I've only been a few times. But see, that might be, I'm not going to just spend a ton of time looking for this, but that might be something to look into. Maybe there's a season. I know that most people need to get fishing tags, I believe they are. So that could be a seasonal item that you could put up. As you can see, it really wasn't doing anything, and then it sold, and it didn't do anything, it sold, and then it didn't do anything, and it sold again. So as winters are getting colder and people are getting out on the lakes and they're freezing up, so ice fishing season is definitely coming out. That is a sub niche, you could say. Let's just use that as an example. So we can do ice fishing saying and open this up. And this is a forum. Early to bed, early to rise, fish like heck, and make up lies. Okay. Thank you, Bach2 man. We just go over to merch research. Does this exist on Amazon? It does not. What about fish like hell? All right. So this does exist on Amazon. There are 4 shirts here. Not selling. Not selling. not selling, and not selling. So even if they're not selling, I'm going to look at their keywords, you know, bass fishing, recreational fishing. So then what I might do is, so I found a phrase that is on Amazon. There's only 4 of them though. Head over to product search and type in fishing. And we're going to search that while I close out a lot of these tabs. Let's see here. This is the same shirt. So this person has basically the phrase in their keywords, but no one is really searching for that phrase, so you have to use keywords that are popular in fishing, so people who are, you know, fishermen, fisher people. If you like fishing, I like fishing. I don't know the keywords for fishing though, so that's why we're running this search over here. So these are going to be the most popular fishing shirts. There's going to be a lot of these daddy sharks in here. But you want to come in here and actually look at what keywords are these people using, because these shirts right here are getting traction. They're getting in front of customers. People are buying them. These are the listings you want to look at. Look at what keywords they're using, and then use those keywords in your own unique phrase. In this case, there's 4 of these on Amazon. So you're a very unsaturated niche. You can come in, add a much better graphic, and then sell them in the big niche, the fishing niche, because you're going to use the right keywords. Sounds chilly. Drill it till it squirts. Well, I don't know. Is that on Amazon? Let's look. My guess is no. Oh, okay. I guess I was wrong. There are 69 results here. It's quite a bit of, you know, this is a good idea. Someone's probably watching this and super mad at me for showing these on a live. There's almost 100 people here. But they can use this ice fishing shirt in every single state. Well, maybe the top 50, the top states, not the top 50, but I don't know if the ice freezes down in Texas. Can you use summer home? I don't know why you couldn't use summer home. I fish for Trump? Is that a saying? I fish for Trump. I fish better than the president can run this country. So, right there, let's see. I fish better than the president can run this country. Well, there you go. This is really how easy it is. We're just uncovering these different niches. Like, these are all sub niches of fishing. It's really not that hard, guys. Yeah, this is Steve. I probably wouldn't go with that, although maybe with their new policy, I'm still kind of hesitant. Who isn't always super mad at you? Thanks, Linnell. Should we use if you in our listings if you are looking for, as in recently got trademarked? I really don't think you're going to have a problem with if you, but if you feel like it might be a bad idea, just stay away from it. There's plenty of other things you can ask. All right, I'm going to close some of these out, and we are going to see if we can find an actual trend here, which we're still looking for. But it's really as easy as Googling. Once you find something that's actually selling, it's really easy as just Googling whatever the niche is and just typing in saying. Looking at a saying and then running it all through, grabbing your keywords from products that are selling. Say I want to use the product search. These are the best selling fishing shirts out there. And using those keywords in your unique saying for the bigger niche. I just do that over and over again. Do I research every day? I do not. I usually just do a very, very long session and then send hundreds of designs to each designer at once and then wait for them to work. So I have one guy that's worked for me for 3+ years now. So he worked for me before I even got into merch. So you build up the trust level with your VAs, and then I send him 500 designs at a time. Sometimes it just depends, and then I wait about a month to get them back. but they all come back, and then there's the back and forth. Oh, we misspelled something, but they fix it up. Okay, so let's try to find where we left off here, which was somewhere down here. Let's see. Linnell thinks I'm unapproachable. See, there was the reason she says that is when we were at the conference, me and Josh Brown had to ask some random lady in the, what would you call it, the front of the hotel, who was more approachable, and she picked his side. That's okay. Let's see here. Okay, here we are. This is where we were. Fund ice fishing, so someone misspelled that. Might want to go fix that. My retirement vehicle, golf shirt. These type of shirts sell pretty well, but they're also kind of hard to read in the thumbnail. People have to open them up. That's another thing for everyone that's here. There's like a specific kind of type of shirt that sells really well on merch. And it's not always the really artistic stuff. Like, even you might look at this and think, it's not really that great a design. But this kind of style of design, if you can get it in front of the right people, definitely sells well. World's best rabbit dad? What on earth is a rabbit dad? Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what a rabbit dad is, guys. If anyone knows, they should drop it in the comments. Let's see. Come on, Amazon. Amazon doesn't like that product, apparently. The Teespring layout. Yeah, Hamza, that is probably a very true statement there. I would consider that a Teespring layout. Eric, if I'm going to do a trend, I try to really jump on it. I don't really do very much trending stuff, just because if you don't get traction, it's kind of disappointing that you spend all that time. But if you do, I don't know if Ken is watching, but Ken likes to jump on trends, and he will stay up all night. And if he gets on it early enough, you can make a lot of money. The Merch Academy vacation. Yeah, I'm gonna do a video soon, very very soon, for the keywording of either those listings or maybe some other people's listings. I'm not sure how I'm gonna run it yet, but I'm busy. Let's see. Still looking for a trend. You're not always gonna find trends. A lot of the times you're just gonna find shirts where you're gonna find an idea. You're going to run with the idea, and the idea is going to turn into something else. That's why when I do these lives, I start at one place, and I usually end up somewhere completely different. Yeah, but Ken also sleeps in, Linnell, so there's that. He's probably watching. Let's see here. I've noticed a lot of these Peter Pumpkin Eater shirts a lot, but I don't know if I would do that. Alrighty. This is interesting. Black men don't cheat. Huh. Well, there's a niche for you. Look, okay. This is a good example of when you're making a listing, you should probably pick the best shirt colors and not just the first ones you see, because I don't know. I don't have any idea what that is till I open it up and it's in black. All these years later, they were still killing us on trees. Okay, it's a religious shirt. Hebrew Israelites. 3 reviews. That's another thing. If I'm going to go into a niche and I'm going to use the same saying and it has 3 reviews, I'm just going to move on. Because once you get a few reviews, you are going to continuously keep selling. So if you were going to go into a niche like this, definitely find your own phrase. You're going to need to stand out somehow. Do I use other tools, websites when it comes to trends? So I'm on Reddit probably more than I should be. That's where I get all my news. So those are trends. When I'm using the movers and shakers module inside of Merch Informer, I'm basically looking for trends that aren't hot yet or seasonal items that haven't really hit yet. Because so the example of, I don't know if you guys saw the video I did previously, but the example of hunting season coming up in a month or two, I want to make sure that I jump on the hunting season now with unique stuff, because I want to make sure I get all my stuff up before anyone else realizes that hunting is really, really hot right now. Because during hunting season, if you're going into the merch hunter here, you're probably going to notice that a lot more shirts in the top 100 or the top 1,000 even are going to be hunting shirts. And I want to make sure that I get a part of that before anyone realizes it's a thing. That shirt says killing and has a kid's version in the listing. Does it? I don't even... Let's see. It does. It does. So whoever's shirt that is should probably relist that. Yeah, what Linnell... So if you have to click in, open it, and try to decipher what it means and zoom in to understand the shirt, it's not going to sell. Well, debatable. It's sold. It's just not going to sell as well as if it was big and bold. I mean, this would make a lot more sense if it just said, hashtag. Just put the hashtag in the middle of the shirt with a graphic or two. Done. People could read that when they're going through the listing. So if I do this, let's see, and put it in merch research. If I do this, I can clearly say what this says. I can clearly read what this says. I can read the top of this, so I might click on it. But, some of this stuff, like this, terrible example. I can't read a single thing that says, so I have to either click on it and hover over it to read it, or more than likely, if I was a shopper, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to come up here, I'm looking, and I'm going to scroll right past it. I'm just going to completely ignore it. Because if I can't read it in the half second I'm scrolling, you've already lost the sale. All right, back to looking for a trend, which we might not find today. Here's a good example of the hunting one. So what does this say? It says best bucket grandpa ever. Buckin, not bucket. Okay. So if I was going to go into the hunting niche, let's just look for funny hunting saying. Now you can either open a images tab, which you can then look through. I'm a hunting junkie. So let's just go with that. We'll test check it first. So if you aren't following what I'm doing, you can either ask in the comments or watch any of the videos I put on YouTube that explain all these individual steps a lot slower than I'm doing now. So what did this say? This said, I'm a hunting junkie. Let's just type in hunting junkie. Nothing. Let's see. I'm a nothing. All right. So I would take this. I would put it into merchresearch.com. There's 0 here. So then what I would do is I'd come up to the product search. I'd type in hunting because I'm looking for keywords for people. I'm lagging out here a little bit. Let me close some of these listings. So what I'm doing is I'm looking for keywords basically in the niches, the bigger niche as a whole. I'm going to use those in I'm a hunting junkie. All right. Uh-oh. Leave page. Stay on this page. Hello, Greg. Hello, Tim. Hunting will probably get trademarked this week. Yes, it probably will, Tim, which is why it's important that Trademark Watchdogs is out there filing letter protests and making a lot of people very, very angry that are trying to take advantage of the trademark system. Big and bold. Big and bold is the way to do things. All right, so fishing and hunting, fishing and hunting. Here's some more hunting. So basically what I would do is there's this keyword count right here. So these are all of the keywords that people that manage to get traction, they manage to get a customer to find their listing. First of all, there's going to be, hundreds of thousands of different listings out there. These people, these sellers, these listings were able to get customer traction. Customers found them. They looked at the design and then they purchased it, which means they used the right keywords. So if I use the right keywords, all of these keywords, if I can come down here and, read through their actual listing, find the keywords they use in order to rank, and then I put, where's that? I think I closed it. I'm a hunting junkie. Images. Now, I'm pretty sure most people watching this can come up with something a little better than that. Add some graphics, outsource your stuff to someone who actually knows what they're doing. That's probably the easiest thing you can do. And get some shirts up in the hunting niche that actually don't exist on Amazon. See? None of it. There's no shirts that say that. So easy. So easy. Yeah, so I also have a Pinterest thing open, so we can just type in hunting phrase. All right, here's, I'd rather be hog hunting. I don't know, does that even exist? I'd rather be hog hunting. 9 shirts. 9 shirts. But we know that hunting is a big niche. You can come up here. Maybe we'll type in hog hunting. Then we'll go back here. And we'll just take a look at what's actually available. So, what do we have? That's a crappy shirt. Can't even read it. Text with not a great graphic. Text with not a great graphic. Text with, this is a duck hunting shirt, so I don't know why it's even showing up here. But you guys can definitely outsource stuff that's better than this. And if hog hunting is actually a niche that is selling, easy. Funny hunting quotes. All right, let's go back to Pinterest and do that. Funny hunting quotes. Redneck, okay. Let's see here. So just doing something like this would be, I don't know, let's see. Sorry to bother you, the feeder out back is empty. So again, the feeder out back is empty. 0 results, none. And we can go in here, and this is the best-selling hog hunting shirt. Okay, that's a good BSR. No reviews yet. So you can come in here and you can look at this and say to yourself, there's definitely demand here. People are buying it, but you can do so much better than this. It's so, if you don't know how to do better than this, pay someone that does. And then you can go into a niche where, let me find it again, where there's 9 shirts, there's 9 results. You can go into this niche and easily make money because you're gonna have a better graphic. You can come up here, you're gonna know what keywords to use in your listing, and you're gonna be able to get in front of customers in a big niche, which is hunting as a whole. If you don't hunt the hogs will hunt you. I've never been hog hunting, but I wonder if there's a lot of bacon. You get a lot of bacon from hunting hogs. Let's close all these out. But again, first of all, if you don't know something, Google it. Make sure you're test checking all your stuff. So I just always Google tests and click the first or second result. Come over here, type your stuff in there. They had a hog hunting reality show. Kristen, they have a reality show for literally anything. The most boring things you can think of. I mean, mostly hunting is just sitting there and waiting, right? I think. Bacon is disgusting. Linnell, you animal. Bacon is delicious. All right. Yeah, so Steve says a shirt sells one time, it's under 500k BSR. That's true. So if you're in the merch hunter, I'm just going to show you a tool that I think most people should be using. You can come in here and find like this shirt. If you click this little button over here, you'll be able to look at the price history and the BSR history. So you can say, hey, did it sell one time? or does it continuously sell? If it continuously sells, you know that that niche is not just a one-time thing, but it's something you want to keep an eye on. I'm wrong as usual. Not true. Bacon is delicious. Delicious. All right. This has almost been an hour, so I'm going to wrap it up soon. But I want to find a trend before I do. This shirt still doesn't want to open. If anyone from Amazon is watching this, you might want to fix that. You're one in a melon. I was somewhere down here, I think. And there are a lot of people watching this. 130, not bad. I remember the super sloth. I think we're almost back where I was. Like men don't cheat. I love yoga. Golden doodle. So, what this person did, I am willing to bet. They probably put them under a different brand. This person probably went through and through all of these different types of dog breeds, like specialized dog breeds, into kind of the ugly Christmas sweater. Now again, if you don't mention a sweater, even though a ton of people from Canada, I think it's Canada, and the UK say sweater, just don't do it. But thanks, Joel. I'm one in a melon. All right, but see, okay, this is a good example also before I go back. This person could have put golden doodle dog or, you know, golden doodle dog Christmas shirt in a sentence. That would have made sense and wouldn't have looked as bad as this does. So don't do this. There's really no reason to. All right, back to looking for a trend. God save the Queen. Beekeeping shirt. See, again, is there a beekeeping season? I have no idea. Let's look. Beekeeping season. Spring tasks, summer's tasks, autumn tasks. Okay, so we're coming into winter, but I guess autumn is fall, as a lot of people say. Yes, when you harvest the honey. So I guess there is some stuff for winter. So that might be something coming up. Not super familiar, but it might be something to do more research into. Keep going. Thank you, Randy. I'm just kind of rambling. This is what I do though when I'm doing my research. I come in here, I start at one place, and I end up, you know, looking at beekeeping tasks on thespruce.com. So it is kind of hard to stay focused, but you always got to come back. What happens at chess club? So I'm still looking for a trend. Really not seeing anything yet. Yeah, you know what's probably coming up? Pumpkin spice season. Let's see. Does anyone know if that's trademarked? I have no idea. Pumpkin spice. Nah, 041. Pumpkin and spice. Pumpkin spice is gross. Debatable. Debatable. Pumpkin in general is pretty good. Alright, so these are mostly dead. Pumpkin and spice. So I come in here, you know, I always look, even if it's just a different goods and services, this might be a huge brand that I have no idea about. I don't want to infringe on a brand even if they don't have the trademark, because that could come and bite me later. But it looks like pumpkin spice is good, and the reason I searched for that in the first place is I saw this little coffee cup, and it got me thinking about how many people drink those pumpkin spice drinks. Lattes. Pumpkin spice latte might be you know, the PSL, that might be trademarked. But everyone drinks pumpkin spice, puts pumpkin spice in every food item coming up here, and, you know, probably now. let's go look. The product search, pumpkin spice. This is so we can look for keywords, but if you're looking for everything that's on Amazon as a whole, not things that are just selling, but everything, let's do this. Yeah, over 1,000 results, and you can see people put it in, drinks, and they put keywords in pumpkin listings, and they put keywords with Jesus, and they put keywords with. Okay, this is funny. Now I guess you can do this now. You didn't used to be able to do this, but pumpkin spice and yoga. So hard niche to get into, pumpkin spice. But as you see here, people put pumpkin spice in literally listings all over the place. But they do sell well, so that's why, if you can get traction. Will this be viewable? Yeah, it's viewable. It takes a few minutes for it to render through Facebook, and I hope that I recorded this to my desktop, which I did, so I'm going to throw it on YouTube as well. I don't like pumpkin spice either, so there's 2 people in the chat that don't like pumpkin spice. That is interesting. All right, so I'm gonna find a trend, and then we're gonna wrap this up. That's what's gonna happen here. So I think we were on page 2. Yeah, as we saw in the product search up here, pumpkin spice stuff is already selling, so bit late for that. A little bit late for that. However, lots of different hunting phrases. So if people are showing up here late, you go back to the beginning, do exactly what I said. Just Google, hunting phrases. Go to Pinterest and search for funny hunting quotes, something like that. Half this stuff isn't even on Amazon, guys. Like it just doesn't exist. But we all know that the hunting niche is a huge niche, and it sells really, really well if you can get traction. So put up unique stuff on Amazon. It's really that easy. And the only reason I knew that hunting season was coming around is because I used the Trend Hunter instead of Merch Informer. I saw that, hey, hunting shirts are starting to sell. Started looking into it and came up with a bunch of phrases that I can now put on shirts that don't exist on Amazon. You don't have to use the same phrases over and over again. Ooh, we got multiple people fighting about pumpkin spice in the comments. I hate pumpkin spice, wear Uggs, and shop at Target while petting my golden retriever. I wouldn't put Uggs and Target in there, but not a bad shirt idea. All right. German Shepherd. They just took probably some random stock image, or maybe that's their dog, and threw it on a shirt. Let's see. Okay. I don't know what that means. Apparently it's a Hawaiian Christmas. I'm not Hawaiian. It's also okay, so this is a good learning lesson. So this right here is apparently a song, and I recognize this movie. So if this is a song, I wouldn't even bother checking past this. It's a song. I don't want to infringe on their song. So I'm just going to move on. Now, it might not be trademarked. I might be able to use it, but knowing me, if I don't do enough research, I might get a rejection on that. So I'm just going to pass. Pumpkin spice has no pumpkin in it. That's true. $400 million business industry. Well, if that's true, maybe you should get some pumpkin spice shirts up, guys. Wife, mom, nurse. Let's see here. Diving coach. Keep on trucking. Let's see. Beers. Adobo. What is this? Those are some pretty bad keywords. Not exactly sure what this is. Does anyone in the chat or people watching know what this is related to? So, like I always do, if I don't know something, I just Google it and we'll try to figure it out, I guess. So adobo chicken is a famous recipe, I guess. It's a Filipino dish. All right, so as an example, most of my designers are from the Philippines, and I let them be pretty creative. So what I could do is just I could basically say, hey, I want some designs with, you know, adobo chicken, make them funny. Let's just see if this shirt. We can look at images, and we can, you know, notice some chickens. We can take this. We can put it into the product search here, and let me get rid of some of these. We can also put it here. There's 184 results for adobo chicken. These are all pretty similar. Nothing really stands out as being unique here. But if you have VAs in the Philippines that are actually creative, and if they are familiar with this dish, which apparently it's popular, you can get them to create stuff. So that's basically what I would do. Here is the results for adobo chicken. I think that's what it is. Yep. You know, you can come in here. You can see what keywords they use. Not that great of sellers, but they are selling, and there's really, if you have some creativity, there's definitely room to get in there. Hello, Astrid. Hello, Joel. Hello, Eric. Yeah, the Adidas logo. I would stay far away from stuff like that. You're probably not going to have a problem, honestly, but it's just something that why risk it? Why would you risk it when you can actually come up with stuff that doesn't exist on Amazon doing research this way? Now I'm hungry. I'm a bit hungry too. Let's see here. Yeah, I'd say it's like, maybe I'd say it's parody. I don't want to say this on a live, one way or another. I would personally just stay away from it. But the niche is fine. You can go into this niche. You can put, like, this person right here. They had I bet they have adobo in the keywords. You know, look at that design. That's not a bad design either. You could take this design and for whoever's design this is, you could spread this across the whole world and do different flags and different splatter effects, and, you know, it's a good idea. All right, we are going back to this, and I'm gonna find a trend. And if I don't, well, it's been about an hour, so I'll probably cut it off here soon. You guys are sick of talking with me. You can let me know that too. Niche. It's niche. It's niche. That's what it is, not niche. But now. All right, volleyball. Thanksgiving is coming up. Let's see here. Drawer, if you're asking, this is Merch Informer. And I'm using Pinterest and merchresearch.com, and then I'm just Googling stuff I don't know. Over 130 on a live. There's 140 now. It's kind of crazy. Probably because you're all commenting so much. I think that Facebook likes that. It's definitely pronounced niche. It's not niche. Otherwise, it would be spelled with 2 E's. All right. I'm dreaming of a white Christmas. See, again, this design, I can't even read what that says. I'm dreaming of a white Christmas, but if the white runs out, I'll drink the red. It's good saying. So, you know, maybe I'm going to head over to Pinterest, which is full of a great audience, mostly women that have money, that like to spend their money. And I'm hoping they like to spend their money on wine. So we're going to say funny wine quotes. Wine is a huge niche on Amazon. Hard to get into, gonna be honest. It is hard to get into, but I'm going to use these different sayings here and see if we can't find a way to get into it. Let's see here. I don't know. That would probably be parody if you put that up from. I think there's a popular song that's similar to that. It's funny though. That would probably sell. Website name: merchinformer.com. This is Pinterest.com. Screw it. It's not a bad idea. I'm looking for a wine saying though. My glass of wine needs a glass of wine. So let's check that. I bet it exists. My glass of wine needs a glass of wine. 242 results. So that's a bit much. Let's close some of these and keep looking on Pinterest. The tool's name is merchresearch.com and merchinformer.com. All right, let's see here. My birthstone is a wine cork. It's not bad. Birthstone is a wine cork. All right, that's getting a lot better. Looking through here. I'm just gonna go back to the product search, wine cork, and see what comes up. I'm going to go back to tests. Now if you don't know how to get there, just Google it and click on one of these. It's literally that easy. Birthstone is a wine cork. There's no results. Wine cork has none of this is related to my birthstone is a wine cork. Do the full phrase, my birthstone is a wine cork. All right. Google it, niche, they'll even pronounce it for you. So, as you saw, this phrase, my birthstone is a wine cork, you can use it on merch by Amazon. No one owns a trademark, you aren't infringing on anyone. We found it over here on Pinterest, right here. Nope. Where did we find it? My birthstone is a wine cork. We found it here. Now we typed in wine cork up here. As you can see, what this is going to do is it's going to bring back the best selling designs that are related to this keyword here, wine cork. And that's not always going to be the direct phrase, which is a good thing because you can come in here and you can look at shirts that manage to get traction. Again, these are shirts that are selling really, really well in the overarching niche that you want to go into. And you just look at their keywords, or you scroll up and you look at these keywords. These keywords right here are exactly how these people are making thousands of dollars a month. That sounds kind of corny, but that's literally what's happening here. All of these shirts right here are selling. They're selling consistently, and you can grab their keywords here in your own unique design. So, my birthstone is a wine cork. I don't know how I would put that on a shirt right now just during this live, but I could put this to my VA who would come up with something which hopefully looks a lot better than this, which is just text. But they're 65 results. That's not an oversaturated niche. That's a sub niche. So sorry that it keeps popping up. That is a sub niche of the overarching niche of wine. So you have a huge niche, wine. The niche over the top of that, which is even bigger, which is people who like to drink alcohol. So you niche down, wine. You niche down further, okay? People who, we niche down further on Pinterest. So these are basically women who like to drink wine. And then we went, okay, women who like to drink wine. What are some funny sayings they have? Here's a funny saying. Niche down. That's how you make money on merch. Nothing makes sense when it comes to the internet. That's true. That's true. All right. This is going to be my last attempt to find an actual trend. I keep sidetracking here. If any of you guys have any questions or anything, drop them now. So I'm going to be leaving soon. Soon. Let's see here. Where was I? Where was I? Oh, somewhere down here. Here, this adobo chicken, I think. Master Builder. Simple design. This guy should be wearing a different colored hat, I would think. It would stick out a little bit more. Linnell, dropping some good comments today. Don't ever design just based on what you like. Design for your buyers. That is probably the truest statement that I've seen today, because half the people I talk to that say, oh, I can't sell anything. What am I doing wrong? And then, you ask them, okay, show me your designs. Who are you designing for? What's the niche? Did you niche down? And they basically, most of the people come back and they say, okay, I either designed, I designed a construction shirt, and they didn't bother niching down any keywords. They didn't bother niching down what kind of person that works in construction. Or they say, I made this one design. It should sell great. I made it for my niece, and my niece likes to wear this specific outfit. Well, that's great, but you only have a buying pool of one person, like your niece. You need to be designing for a niche that has demand, first of all, so people that want to spend money. And two, you need to make sure that you're niching down your keywords in order to get the traction you want. Because if you just put up a construction shirt, you're going to be lost with 20,000 other construction shirts. But if you take the time to do the research to niche down your construction keywords that you put in a sentence, it's the easiest way that you're going to get seen and make those first sales. Another thing is when you make those first sales, that's actually going to help you rank in the larger overarching niche of construction. So each sale you make with the smaller keywords, as long as you're in the bigger niche, you're going to rank higher and higher and higher in the bigger niche. What does an actual trend look like? So inside of Merchformer, the Trend Hunter, what we're looking for is we're looking for these huge drops. Now this might only be a single sale, right? It probably actually is only a single sale. But what we're looking for is we're looking over here and we're looking at the design and we're saying, okay, what dropped the most? And if it dropped, are we early enough to the trend or the season? So in terms of hunting, rifle hunting season is about a month away. So if we found a hunting shirt, we'd see a huge drop. Then we'd look at the design. We say, okay, it's about hunting. I didn't know hunting season was a month away, so I Googled it. When is hunting season? I found it's a month away. It means now, because we see this huge drop here, now is when these shirts are becoming popular. People are starting to buy them. And that's why I want to hop on now rather than wait a month and be behind. I like to come up with my own funny quotes. I enjoy when they sell. I would guess think that selling quotes must come from some POD Bible. Yeah, I like using, what I've been doing lately is I've always liked finding demand first, because I think you're wasting your time. You're absolutely wasting your time if you're trying to put stuff up that doesn't have a customer base. Why would you? You'd put up the best shirt ever, but if no one's buying it, what are you doing here, sort of thing. So I find the demand, and then I've been finding stuff that doesn't exist on Amazon, and then coming up with the unique design. Not myself, I outsource all that stuff, but putting unique designs for phrases that exist off Amazon and bringing both of them. So unique designs and phrases that aren't on Amazon, I bring that to the platform. So easiest way to make money is doing that. Niche down and put up stuff that doesn't exist. Simple. Simple, simple, simple. Can we mention rifle and guns and hunting, but be made for kids? No. All the hunting shirts that I have up actually got processed out for youth. So I don't know if they're giving rejections for that if you're putting up new hunting shirts. But something to keep in mind, probably wouldn't do that. They seem very, very, very particular with their new youth policy. So I have gym shirts that say, squatting shirts. Those are getting processed out. Apparently that's not safe for children. So I don't know. They'll figure it out. But for now, I probably wouldn't put them in there. If you can read the shirt, my girlfriend says you're too close. Talk about an easy shirt to make. This probably took this person 28 seconds. They have a review on it. It's selling. They're good for them. But I don't really want to go into that niche. It's not trending. We're looking for a trending topic. Hopefully a trending topic. Trust me, Neil Lasson was not blessed to be a designer. That is probably the truest statement. I can probably draw a stick figure, and even at a stick figure, it's not very good. Pi. I think this is where we were at before. Yes, this video will be watchable later. There'll be a replay on Facebook. It usually just pops back up. And I recorded it to my computer this time, so I can put it on YouTube where you can actually see it instead of it being in like 300p quality. Alright. Grade 6. It's not a bad idea, but very, very saturated niche, to be honest, is all of these grade shirts. Bourbon and cigars. Not bad. Personally, I don't like to put actual images on a shirt. I don't think they print very good. But I can tell you right now, this niche right here, very popular. So if you actually got an animator or an illustrator, not an animator, an actual illustrator to illustrate some bourbon stuff, as you can see, look, you know, bourbon, fine cigars, they all have reviews on them. So let's make one more sidetrack as we go over here. Funny, how do you spell bourbon? I think that's how you do it. Funny bourbon quote. It's not bad, but I definitely wouldn't do that on merch. Wouldn't do this on merch either. Do not. Okay, this is good story. Jack Daniels. You see this little scroll work right here? This scroll work is protected. So I had a design that it had nothing to do with Jack Daniels. Nothing. It had this scroll work on it, this specific scroll work, and I got a takedown for that. So keep that in mind. Don't use anyone's scroll work unless you have the rights to do it. But definitely don't put Jack Daniels on a shirt. But don't forget to take your flu shot with some illustrations of, you know, bourbon or whiskey. Not a bad idea. So don't forget to take your flu shot. 0, maybe because I forgot to add that. Nope, still 0. So we'll come over here. Nope. We'll come over here. We'll type in bourbon. My computer's lagging today. Let's see, where do we come up with that? Pinterest. So we took that on Pinterest. Let's do a test check. So again, if you don't know how to get there, just Google test, TESS. Click on either the first or second result. And what was the phrase again? Moving too fast. Don't forget to take your flu shot. Alright, nothing. And I like to break these up. You know, don't forget, maybe. It looks like we're fine. The last check I would do is when I'm putting up, and I'll just show you. If you just go to the Google Chrome store, type in Merch Informer, and you install this right here. What this is going to do is right before you submit a shirt, if you guys can see this on the screen, right before you actually submit a product, you click this little thing right here. It says Merch Informer Trademark Check. And what this is going to do is it's going to go through word by word, you know, word phrase by word phrase, sentence by sentence, and pick out, is anything in your bullets actually trademarked? And this will highlight them. You'll be able to click it. And then if something is trademarked, if you click that trademark, which, let's see, will look like this. If you just click any of these serial numbers, it'll open up the actual, this page. So you'll be able to run this through your listings. Okay, you'll run it through your listing. Something says Birthday Girl is trademarked. If you click on Birthday Girl, it'll bring you over to the page for Birthday Girl, and you can actually read about it. Are you infringing? Whatnot. So very, very, very helpful. But let's go back here. Just to recap, we found this. Don't forget to take your flu shot. We are not going to put a Jack Daniels bottle on it. We are not going to use their specific scroll work because they protect that. So very important to keep in mind. And then we're going to put it up on Amazon. So we search for bourbon because that's what we're going to put. We're going to put some illustrated bourbon glasses. Here's all your bourbon keywords that people used to get traction in this niche. So you can go through and use these same keywords with your unique design. And you can come down here and you can say, hey, this is a very popular niche. People really like their bourbon. They drink a lot. And you can make some money here because you're going to bring, let's see. You're going to bring a saying that does not exist on Amazon right now. There are literally no shirts. And it doesn't look like there's any products either that have, don't forget to take your flu shot. And you can put, where was that? You can put some, whiskey images, bourbon bottles, whatever you want. Sky's the limit. Doesn't exist on Amazon. This stuff is so easy. And for everyone showing up late, the entire reason I did this video is I was watching someone in the merch community do a video saying how every single keyword is so saturated, it's impossible to make money on merch. So all I've been doing today is showing you how wrong that is. It's so easy to find these. They just don't exist. You just take keywords that people are using to get traction, bring unique stuff to the platform, and you just do it over and over and over again. Thanks for the link drop, Joel. Any plans for checking other countries or pop sockets? Yeah, Matthew, that is in the list. That is harder said than done, though. It took us quite a while to get that plugin working properly. This should work for any alcohol. Yes, it should work for any alcohol. You could make, the only reason I went with bourbon is because that's what we were searching for. This is not bourbon. This is Tennessee whiskey, I guess, Jack Daniels. But don't put Jack Daniels on anything. God, don't use their scroll work. I learned that the hard way. That was probably the most ridiculous takedown I think I've ever gotten, was for that scroll work. So don't do that. But you could put literally any kind of alcohol that people take shots of. Probably not beer, or wine. But any other kind of alcohol. Gin. If people take gin shots, I hope not. But easy. So easy. All right, we hit 150 people live, so I'm gonna give it one more go. We'll see if we get sidetracked again, and then I gotta jump off. Then I gotta run. So on the second page here, let's scroll down to where we were, somewhere down here. Thanks for the easy cash. Yeah, if you make some money with any of these random niches, and you come back, you drop a comment later on, tell me about it. Let's see. Maui. See, I don't know when people are starting to go on. When I did this video, the video I just did that I put up on YouTube. I found a lot of cruise shirts, so cruise season to Maui might be right around the corner. But if you guys haven't seen that video, go watch it, because I found something at the very end of that video that's pretty interesting with dates. Ken says, when will you cut your hair? I don't know, Ken. I don't know. That's a good question. You're going back to bed. All right. See, I told you he sleeps in. Typical Ken. All right. Let's see. This, I probably wouldn't do this either. This might be considered, parody, but why risk it, guys? If you are not up on your, parody and how that can be used as defense or not used, or how it all works. I'm not a lawyer, so I just make sure that I don't toe the gray line. And I would highly suggest none of you do either. Not worth it. Not worth it. People are going on cruises. They buy shirts about going on a cruise. Oh, Jonathan, all the time. So I was looking at this niche the other day, and people even make, family cruise shirts. So like everyone in the family would buy this stupid shirt that says something about their cruise. Now, granted, that's probably only, 4 or 5 shirts in their direct family. But I noticed a lot of people make these, wider niche shirts in the cruise niche, where the whole family buys them, and they usually have like a date, like, oh, August 2018 is when the whole family went on this cruise to like celebrate their cruise. I've never been on one, but I thought it was a bit strange, but people buy that stuff all the time. Yeah, Jacob, the Pizza Hut roof looks exactly like the Pizza Hut roof. That's exactly why I wouldn't do it. There's just no reason to do that on merch. At all. At all. It's a cool shirt. I need my space. Alright, okay, so Hams and I were talking earlier. You guys are showing up late. This is what I would probably consider, he called it a Teespring layout. This type of layout, this kind of look, not this design, but this type of look sells really, really, really well on merch. So if you guys can take whatever sayings or phrases or ideas you have and put it into this type of layout with these kind of graphics, and this type of layout sells really well. If you guys can master the art of figuring out how to get this layout in your own unique stuff, you're going to do well on merch. Tara is probably dominating the cruise niche right now. Sorry about that. Lacrosse girl. I always sleep around. Oh, where was that? This is also a big niche, which hard to get into, but this is the first time I've seen that particular phrase. Usually something about glamping or something like that. But I don't know if this is probably not a trend. This stuff sells year round. I have some stuff in this niche, but sometimes you start with the trend hunter, which is what I'm doing now, and you find stuff that sells year round. This particular one, recently sold. Keep going here. That is a shirt. This is not a trend, but the fact that that's sold and has reviews is astonishing. I think it's trademarked. What is trademarked? We sleep around? Moth memes. Wouldn't do this either. This is probably going to get taken down at some point for the Punisher. I love lobster rolls. That's not really trending. Pool. Takes balls. Llama squad. Alright. I think my profile picture is still a llama. Not a bad design, guys. It's sold. It's sold. So, quick shout out to Merch Watchdogs and the whole trademark stuff going down. If you guys aren't a part of that, I think Ken might have gone to bed. But you should definitely go to Facebook. I'm not going to show it right now because this is live. Go to Facebook, type in Merch Watchdogs, and join that group. So, super important if you're a POD seller. Actually, get rid of some of these. If anyone who knows me, I usually have not Opera, but Chrome, and I have like hundreds of tabs going across my screen because I never close them all. Let's see here. Trends. If anyone sees a trend, just shout quick. I want to find a trend, and then I gotta run. Let's see. Georgia. The Georgia peach. Not a bad idea. You could have each state, and then their state, instead of, a Georgia peach, you could do their state flower in one of the letters. Every single state. And see if that sells. If it doesn't, just take them down. So there's an idea for you. I don't know if that exists. Joel with the links in the chat. Click that link and join that group. But yeah, so guys, this is just so easy. I don't know why people have a problem with research. I mean, I didn't sit down and prepare any of this beforehand. I'm just kind of rambling on, but you could do all 50 states with, their state flower, or I don't know if there's state food. You could do, how about this? Instead of states, you do January through December, and you make one of them the gemstone, or whatever it is. The birthstone for each month. Easy. It's not hard to come up with these ideas. And I'm not even an artist. if I can come up with the ideas, everyone watching this can easily go make some of this stuff. No, I can't read this at all. This is probably a good message, but hard to read. Nothing is centered. Doesn't look like anything's centered. But not a trend, guys. Not a trend. That's what we're looking for. Baby, it's cold outside. Yes, it is. It's freezing here in Colorado. Taxation is theft. So you know when these shirts pop off, if any of you guys are not familiar with paying quarterly taxes, these shirts, all these taxation is theft shirts, shoot up like crazy during each quarter that people have to pay in. So that, I mean, I don't know if you consider that a trend or like a seasonal shirt, but there's a hint for you guys. These things take off during quarterly tax season. Taxation is theft. Well, to each their own. I'm not going to put my opinion on this live, but these shirts sell well. This person freaking loves pigs, poodles. This is a... Let's see. Funny Halloween priest. That is a simple design. But again, I mean, I guess you could consider it. Halloween is hard to get into. You're probably really late on putting Halloween shirts up. But an idea for next year. Put your designs on their POD sites. I agree. Probably starting with Etsy. Ooh, Ken is still around. Ken, I'm giving you some shout outs over here. Someone sounds salty. Thanks, Greg. Let's see. Clear eyes, full hearts, can't lose. Not sure what that's from. Let's look. So a lot of the times what people do is popular fun quote, they won't really put it's a football shirt. So again, if you don't know something, just Google it. And it's from Friday Night Lights. So this person is an idiot. Why would they put something up from a show? The only reason this is going to sell is because people are watching Friday Night Lights. That's it. So that's, they're infringing on that IP. They clearly are getting around with it because they're putting in football keywords, but they're not talking about the actual show. I think it's a show. Is it a show? Maybe it's a movie. Anyways, probably going to get laughed at in the comments, but don't do that. Just dumb. Just dumb. Don't do that. Vegan from my head, tomatoes, fishing, hunting. So here we go again, guys. This is what I was talking about with the hunting niche. Super high sales rank. It sold once. It didn't sell basically from September all the way through October, and then bam, it sold again. Something like this is originally why I said, okay, there's hunting, there's fishing. When do people hunt, guys? When do people hunt? They apparently hunt in about a month from now, so kind of a trend. Or a season, I guess you could say season. Using the trend hunter, the movers and shakers, you find a lot of seasonal stuff. So hunting, a lot of the mushroom niches will pop up here during when people go out mushroom hunting. They'll show up too. That's probably true, Ken. It's probably true. When you have to carry your own garbage to the dump, you won't mind paying taxes. I don't know, Jonathan. I pay quite a bit for people to come pick up the garbage. But, don't worry, I got your back. Swim coach. All right, we're gonna find a good design here, and then I am actually going to leave. I was banned for no reason. We die, we riot. That is probably the best shirt that I own from Joel Barnett. Let's see here. Mother of the Bride. I didn't know. See, I don't think most people are getting married in the winter. But, different states, different seasonality. And a fancy kind of ghetto. I don't know. Is that insulting to someone? I don't know if I would do that, even though I find it kind of funny. Dad, pancake maker. Touchdown kind of day. So, football's coming back. Neil has to go to the gym. Linnell, that is the truth. That is exactly where I'm going after this. My code, build Trump. I probably wouldn't do this either, guys. Yeah. I don't know. I wouldn't do it. There's really no reason to toe that gray line if you don't have to. Which you don't have to. I'm showing you during this live how easy this stuff is. Proud U.S. Army, I wouldn't do that either. All the branches of military, pretty protective. I actually tried to license some of the military stuff and they don't really want to talk to you. So there's that. Houston. Raise bees, you'll get 100% tax deduction. Really? 100% tax deduction for raising bees? Jacob. I don't know. When are weddings, Jacob? You tell me, man. Ooh, Pac-Man. Wouldn't do this either, guys. No one owns the right to Pac-Man. Or someone does. It's not you. Not you. Queen Bee. My favorite color is wine. So remember, early in this video, if you guys are showing up late, we went into the wine niche. Found some sayings there that are pretty funny using Pinterest. Then we were looking at bourbon, so a lot of alcoholic beverage shirts out there. Bigfoot, blue whales. Oh my god. Now, okay, whose is this? That is a work of art. Look at that. Yes, because you will lose money. Raising bees, probably. Whiskey helps. Alright, guys, look at this design. This is so if any of you have followed any of the stuff in the Merch Academy, which is actually inside of Merch Informer up here, really long videos going in depth of how I hire designers and so on and so forth. I'm basically hiring people to bring the quality up on my design. So there is a specific type of design that does really well, but you know, as competition increases, as more people get on the platform, if your design quality isn't increasing, you are going to get left behind. So I'm trying to hire people and paying a little bit more. This is a good example of someone taking it to the next level. You know, someone probably hand drew this, and I don't know, man, it makes me laugh. The scary zombie gingerbread man, and he's selling pretty well. He deserves every sale he gets of that. So bring your design quality up. You know, gingerbread man season. You know, I wouldn't consider it a trend. I'd consider it a season. It's coming up very, very, very soon. I don't know if people do the gingerbread thing for Halloween, but definitely for Christmas. So something like this. Up your design quality. Once you've upped your design quality, you know, he could reuse this right here. He could reuse this graphic. And let's actually come over to Pinterest here. Funny gingerbread man saying or quote. Or, you know, he could do anything like this. Lost it in Nam. That would be funny. Oh, snap. There's a lot of these already, so I probably wouldn't do that. But, like, lost it in Nam. He could come over. He could cut one. He could use the same graphic and cut one of those legs off. He'd have another design in a very popular niche. You know, Christmas. Guys holding candy canes. And then to find the keywords, Merch Informer product search. You know, you look in the big box for Christmas keywords, and then you throw them in there. So it is ginger dead man. Exactly. Like it. There you go, Nicole. That's a perfect saying to throw that on top of, you know, top or below of this image. Reuse the same graphic over and over again because it's a good one. He paid money for this, or he did it himself. Very talented. He can reuse it, put it in different niches. I mean, this guy instead of holding 2 candy canes, he could take the candy canes away and maybe he could do pumpkins for Halloween. Done. You know, if he invested money in it, he can reuse it. He can put it in different niches. It's good stuff. So, there's about 140 people watching. Thank you for sticking around for probably over an hour now. But hopefully you guys watch this video, rewatch this video. It's really actually easy to find unsaturated stuff on Amazon. It's not hard. That's kind of my whole point today. Do your research before. Don't just shoot stuff at the wall without knowing what you're doing. And good luck making sales. All right, guys. Catch you later.